So here's $1,000,000, 100,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, $1,000,000, baby. And in this video, we're going to go over how to sell your online business for a lot of money. We're going to cover how to prepare your online business because not all businesses are acquirable. We're going to go over how to value your business. Do you know where your business is worth today? Meaning how much an acquirer will pay you for it. What if you want to get $1,000,000 right here? What if you want to get $1,000,000? $1,000,000 for your business. You'll know exactly how much profit you need to have to do it. What if you want to get $10,000,000? You'll know how much profit you need. You'll learn about the types of buyers that are out there and which buyers to stay away from. You'll learn about the types of offers you might get, maybe all cash, maybe stock, and the benefits of all. And you'll learn tactical, actionable things you can do starting tomorrow to actually sell your business. And lastly, we'll cover the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make when trying to sell their online business. In summary, if you want to learn how to sell your online business for a lot of money, then this is the video for you. So here I have the 6 tips for you how to actually sell your online business. Number 1, you got to prepare your business for an acquisition. So listen, not all businesses are acquirable simply because they're not prepared. So you have to prepare. What specifically should you prepare? You have to streamline your operations and put in the right processes. I can't stress this enough. So nobody wants to buy your business to work on it. They want to buy your business so it's going to make them a lot more money. They want to buy it so it's like a well-oiled machine. The thing just runs and spits out cash. So from your end, whatever work you're doing, right, you might spend some work doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You have to stop. You either have to outsource that work or you have to hire somebody to do it because an acquirer is going to look at that. They're going to say, okay, well, how much work is it going to be in it for me? What if the acquirer of your business wants to be at a beach, right? They just want to enjoy the cash flow from your business and that's their goal. So from your end, streamline your operations and put in processes for everything. So you as the entrepreneur, as the CEO, the only job you should have is strategic initiatives to grow the company. If you're doing any kind of manual work, you have to cut that out. So that's number 1, streamline operations and put in processes so you yourself are basically not doing anything unless you're doing strategic initiatives to get more customers. So that's the part 1 of preparing your business. The second part is get to know data about your business, specific data. You have to know your CAC. Like what is your customer acquisition cost? What is your LTV? What is your lifetime value of your customers? What are your traffic sources? Where's the traffic coming from? How consistent is it? What else? Everything. So get to know data about your business. Very important. And third part, remember, this is all part preparing your business for the acquisition. The third part is your finances. Very, very important. You have to have proper finances for your business. The best is if you have some kind of a cloud bookkeeping solution. Like for example, me, I use Wave. I use the Wave app. This way, when I get an expense, I take a picture of the expense through my app. It goes in my accounting. So this way I have all my sales and all my expenses. So any acquirer who wants to buy my company or your company should be able to look at your books, right? Your online bookkeeping and say, okay, this is how much profit you have this month, this is how much profit last month, the month before, the year before. So it's very important to have very clean finances. And that's what my advice for you is. If you still don't have your account separate, if you don't have a business account, make sure to have a business account and make sure to have all of your finances in some kind of a cloud online solution. Like for example, me again, I use Wave. This way any acquirer can know the profitability of my business within, a few glances. So that's your finances, get them in order. And the last part of preparing your business for the acquisition is you have to think, what else can you do to increase the value of your business? Now, the main things here, what it's all about, sales and profit. So my suggestion for you is do whatever is possible to increase the sales and increase the profit of your business. Everything else is secondary. Increase your sales however you can. And the better than sales is increase your profit. And kind of a growth hack to this is if you can increase your sales significantly, even if your profit is less, but then you can light switch, you can almost turn on the light switch and it'll become a lot more profitable. That's actually also really good. So that's number 1, preparing your business. Number 2 tip for how to sell your online business is what is your business worth? When should you sell it? When should you sell your company? My advice, when the money is right. So you should know how much money do you want to get for your business? Do you want to get $1,000,000? Like here we have $1,000,000. Do you want to get $1,000,000 for your business? If you do, let's say you want to get $1,000,000 for your business. That means you need to have $38,461 per month in profit to get $1,000,000 wired to you for your business. Now here's a formula. I want you to remember this formula. The formula is monthly profit times 20 to 60x multiple, kind of for the most part, 20 to 60x multiple equals acquisition price. So let's say you want $1,000,000. Let's say you want $1,000,000 for your business, right? We got $1,000,000 right here. Let's say you want $1,000,000 for your business. if you want $1,000,000 or 100 grand, right? Let's say you want $1,000,000 for your business, then you need to have, what's your monthly profit? Let's choose 26 multiple. 26 multiple, that means your monthly profit must be, again, $38,461 per month, and you'll get $1,000,000 acquisition. Now remember, some industries are higher and multiple, some are lower. If you want to get $10 million, let's say you want to get this is $1,000,000. $10 million, that means what must your profit be? Because it's all about profit. And that one kind of caveat I'd like to mention is, you see about these founders, right? He sold this company for $1 billion and had 0 sales. But those are the extreme outliers, right? That's not the norm. That's not the majority of the acquisitions. The majority of acquisitions is all about one thing, profit. So focus on profit of the business. Let's go back to our example. If you want to get 10 mil, you want to get $10 million for your business, let's take a 26x multiple. So we'll use the 26. Remember, the range for multiple of acquisitions is generally 20 to 60x. And how much profit then must you have to get $10 million for your business at a 26x multiple? Now remember, generally it's 20 to 60x. I'll tell you. $384,615. So that means you need to have per month $384,615 to get $10 million acquisition for your business at a 26x multiple. So when should you sell your business? You should sell your business whenever the money is right, but work towards a goal. Don't just kind of randomly build a business, right? Work towards the goal, how much you want to get when you finally sell your company. A lot of founders don't do this. And a lot of founders get confused, right? They will think that it's about their top line sales, so they lose money. No, it's all about profit. And the one tip I have for you here is, let's say you make a high salary. Let's say your business has no profit. Let's say your business, there's nothing left. That means after you've paid all of your expenses, all of your employees, there's nothing left. But let's assume you take a very high salary. You can pitch that to the potential acquirer and you can say, listen, this is the profit because you're going to keep this money and say that I'm not doing much work anymore. So this is the high salary I get without doing much work. So you can count that as profit. What I'm saying is you can count your salary, your individual salary, as long as there's not a lot of work, right? So it's streamlined. It's like a well-oiled machine. And the test for you to use, is your business a well-oiled machine? If you disappear to the beach, you disappear to the beach for a month, what will happen to your business? If you disappear to the beach for 1 month and your business runs, everything functions, you have a well-oiled machine. You have the type of business that they like to acquire because nobody wants to work on it. So that's number 2. Start with the money, how much you need. Remember the formula. Monthly profit times 20 to 60x multiple equals the acquisition price that somebody will pay you for your business. That's number 2. Number 3 strategy, the different types of buyers that are out there and which buyer you should be very careful of and stay away from. And before we go over the types of buyers that are out there, I'd like to mention that this video is sponsored by Quiet Light Brokerage. They will help you sell your online business for 6, 7, or 8 figures. These guys are experienced. They have over 200 years combined experience. They're honest. They're trustworthy. They're fast. They are the guys who will go out and look for a buyer to buy your business so that way you don't have to do all that work, right? It's so exhaustive selling your company that a broker, Quiet Light Brokerage, can find the buyer, bring the buyer to you, handhold you to make sure everything goes smoothly and well, and get you the best value for your business. And they're specifically specialized in online businesses. And the one thing I want to mention is I saw on their website, Quiet Light Brokerage website, that 85% of businesses they take on get sold within 90 days. So imagine if you could get the money for your business in 90 days. Wouldn't that be great? And then you can trust them. They're honest. They're fast. So much experience. So that's Quiet Light Brokerage. If you want to sell your online business, click the link below. I'm going to put a link for you below, and they'll give you a free valuation for your company. Free, meaning they will tell you exactly what your business is worth. And also one more thing. Let's say you don't want to sell your company. Let's say you're like, hey, Vlad, I don't want to sell my company. Fine. But maybe you'll want to in the future. Maybe you'll want to sell your company a year, 2 years from now. And Quiet Light Brokerage will tell you what you can do now to get the maximum acquisition price in the future. So this way, when you do sell it maybe in the future, a year down the line, you'll already have the contact, you'll have the connection, and you'll know exactly what to work on to get the maximum value. So click the link below, Quiet Light Brokerage. They'll help you sell your online business for a lot of money. So strategy number 3 is the types of buyers that are out there and which buyers you should stay away from. Now, there's 4 types of buyers that you'll encounter. One buyer is the guy who wants to buy your company, but he has no money. You got to be able to know how to recognize that. Like, think, where's this guy getting his money from? How much money does he have? How can he even buy your company? Remember, he wants to buy it, doesn't have enough. Then there's a second buyer who has the money. Let's say he has, this is $1 million. Let's say he has $100 million, but he has no interest in your particular business, so you can't do business with that guy. Then there's the third type of buyer. I want you to be very careful with this type of buyer. And this is the guy who pretends to be interested in your business, but he just wants to know how everything works. He wants to learn how this works, how that works, so then he can maybe even clone your business, try to clone your business, or pass that information to a competitor. So you got to be very, very careful about this buyer who pretends, right? Yeah, tell me how this works. I'm interested. Will never buy, but then he knows everything about your business. Be very careful of this buyer. And the fourth type of buyer is the guy who has the money. He's interested in your business and he actually wants to work with you. He actually wants to buy your company. That's the guy you want to work with. So point number 3, know the types of buyers that are out there. Point number 4, how to actually sell your company. Like how do you actually sell your business? There's 2 main ways. One is a private sale, meaning yourself, and the second one's a broker. So a private sale. For you, there's mainly 2 things that I think. One is a private equity company. So you yourself are going to have to go down yourself, go out, email, LinkedIn, and push yourself to sell your business. You can either try to sell it to a private equity company. Those guys are very financial. They're going to look at it and be like, okay, this is the industry, this is the space, these are your numbers. This is how much we'll give you for it. They'll pay you a little less because they're very financial driven guys, which means selling to a private equity company. Or a better way than a private equity company is you yourself sell it to a strategic buyer. Now make sure, don't sell it to a competitor. Competitor will learn everything about your business and then maybe never buy, but now he knows everything about your business. Sell to a strategic or a complementary business. That's what, remember, if you do it yourself. So a strategic or a complementary business is somebody who, if they buy you, their business becomes a lot more powerful, meaning there's some synergy there. They can really benefit from having your business as part of their company. So then from your end, how to sell to a strategic buyer? You're going to have to go out there. You're going to have to email, LinkedIn, contact, find companies. It takes a lot of effort, right, to sell your company to a strategic buyer. But that's you doing it yourself. So that's a private sale. Or you can use a broker. Now, how a broker works, broker is like a company generally that will find the buyer for your business. They already have the network. They frequently have, the other companies and other very wealthy individuals who are interested in buying companies. So a broker has that network. So then you come to a broker, the broker generally takes a fee. They might take between 5 to 15% of your company. So let's say if your company gets sold for $10 million and the broker gets 10%, that means in this example, the broker would get $1 million. You would get $9 million out of that $10 million acquisition. But he did all the work. He found the buyer. He arranged everything. He set up. He handheld you, right? He took care of you, and he did everything to help get your company sold. Now, a broker is a very good strategy to sell your business because they'll probably even get you more money, right? Because imagine how much time you'll have to chase down and sell. If you can get a great strategic buyer, maybe, but that'll take a lot of work from your end. So you can use a broker. That's another way to sell a company. Remember, again, you can use Quiet Light Brokerage. I even have a broker for you, right? There's a link below. Click Quiet Light Brokerage. They're specialized in selling online companies. So those are the 2 main ways how to sell your company strategically. Point number 5. The types of offers you might get. Now, this is important. Point number 5, the types of offers you might get. One offer you might get is a pure cash offer. That means they will come to you and say, boom, here's $1 million. It's yours. And good luck, right? So this is what we call an all cash offer. That's number 1. Second offer you might get is a stock offer. They might say, hey, here's $1 million for you, but then half of the money, another $1 million is in their stock, and another company's stock. So then you have to decide, well, is this company's stock going to go up? Is it going to go down? What's going to happen to it? So that's the second one. Then it can be a salary, which means they'll give you money, but then they'll say, hey, you have to work for us for 2 to 3 years, and then you got a non-compete agreement. So you got your salary, you got your stock, you got your all cash, and the last one is a non-compete. You might get a cash offer. They'll say, hey, here's money for you. This is the 4th type of offer. Here's your money, but you can't compete with us for, let's say, 4 or 5 years. So then you got your money, right, but you can't compete with this business at all. So those are the 4 main types of offers that you might get, and you have to choose the one that works best for you. And lastly, my 6th strategy for you on how to sell your online business is the biggest mistakes that founders make. There are 2 main mistakes that founders make. The first one is don't increase your numbers, guys. Whatever numbers you have, you got to stick to those numbers. Don't increase your numbers unless those are your actual numbers. So many deals fall apart because some founder slightly increased his numbers when in reality they're a little less. Don't increase your numbers. Why? Because they're going to find it, right? Don't you think before they give you like $10 million, the acquirer is going to dig through everything. They're going to look through everything to make sure everything checks out. So don't increase your numbers because you don't want to go through that much work and then things fall apart because you increased a few numbers. So stick to your numbers and even downplay your numbers if you have to. And the second biggest mistake is talk down your business. Talk about your business failures, things that didn't work. And I know it's counterintuitive, right? You think you should be pitching. You should be like, wow, this is good, this is good. Talk down certain parts. Why? Because if you talk down certain parts, your acquirer is going to be like, wow, that's a lot of pieces that I can fix quickly and make a lot more money. So talk about like how you didn't optimize your ads as well, right? So that way say, I'm not an expert in ads. I didn't optimize my ads, and I didn't optimize my website as good. I didn't have as good of a designer. I'm not as good in UI and the checkout, the process of capturing the user email and payment. So talk down that, talk down your email list. Say, listen, my content strategy, I wasn't able to execute as good of a content strategy. So my content that I sent to my subscribers is not as good, and so forth. Talk down your business in order to get more money for it, because your acquirer will see that as easy points to fix. In summary, if you want to sell your online company, if you want to sell your online business, one, you have to get it ready. After you get it ready, you have to identify how much money you want for it. Once you know how much money you want for it, identify the types of buyers that are out there. Then decide, am I going to go for a private sale, means you're going to find the buyer, or are you going to go to a broker, such as like Quiet Light Brokerage, which is listed below, to sell your company. Then once you do that, you're going to think about the offers that you want. You want all cash, or do you want maybe a cash and equity? Do you want part of it to be a job for a while, the type of offer? And remember the two mistakes. Talk about the business failures, not just wins, and never exaggerate your numbers. And that is how you sell your online business. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, you can text me directly. You can text me personally, and I'll reply to you myself via text the same day, meaning whatever question. You've got a question about business, life, anything, I'll reply to you myself. Now, here's how to do it. If you want to text me and me to reply to you, here's exactly how to do it. One, take this video and tweet this video. After you tweet this video, text me on my WhatsApp the link to your tweet or a screenshot showing your tweet. Now, my WhatsApp, make sure to text me on WhatsApp, is 720-431-2577. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look, I'm going to go, okay, here's the tweet, here's the question, and then I'm going to just record a video and I'll reply to you. But also remember, there's a deadline. The deadline is 7 days. So you have 7 days from the time this video goes live on YouTube. You have 7 days. Everyone who texts me will get a reply. You could get your friends to do this, your family, anybody. Whoever texts me will get a reply from me, no matter what, within those 7 days. So that's how to text me. And thank you for watching this video about how to sell your online business. Also, make sure to check out Quiet Light Brokerage. I got the link for you below. They help sell your business for a lot of money. And then the link below for you, they'll give you a free valuation of what your business is worth and what else you can do to sell it for maybe more money down the line. So thank you for watching this video.